everybody and welcome back to the Blossom Crochet channel. In this really quick and simple tutorial I'll be showing you how to make these beautiful festive mug rugs. So you can see I've got two slightly different versions here. They're the same main body, but one has got a little bit of fringe and one has got these really sweet little pom-poms which I think just look like little snowballs, which I think are adorable. So you can finish them off in any way that you like. I will of course leave a link in the description for adding your fringe and of course how to add your pom-poms as well. But I really hope that you enjoy this really quick and simple festive mug rug tutorial. So obviously you can use absolutely any yarn that you like. I'm sticking with sort of candy cane colours with my red and my white, and this just seemed to be the perfect size for all of the Christmassy type of mugs. But obviously you don't have to make them for Christmas. Use any colours you like and make them for absolutely any time of year, obviously. So these are just done with the lovely moss stitch, but yeah, I will be giving you stitch counts, row counts, things like that. But they're really simple, really quick, and you could even make bigger ones and use them as matching dinner mats, whatever you like. So I'm just using some red and white cotton and the recommended 4mm hook. So I'm going to be starting with my red, and you want to start with your slip knot. And for these I'm going to be doing a chain of 32. You can adjust it if you want, just make sure that your chain is an even number, but I'm going to be chaining 32. So yarn over and pull through. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just chain your 32. So I've got my chain of 32 and we're going to work into the 4th chain from the hook. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, and this is your 4th. And you will insert your hook, yarn over and pull up. You'll have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through both. So that is a double crochet. So remember, I'm using UK terminology here. In US terminology, these will be your single crochets. So UK double, US single for the entirety of the project. Chain 1, skip 1 chain, and then double crochet in the next. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet. So you'll work that all the way along until you get to the end of your foundation chain. Don't worry if it curls up like a little pigtail, that's absolutely normal. As I say, you can use absolutely any yarn. You can do this all in one yarn, or if you've got a variegated yarn or something like that, that would look amazing as well. But I'm just going to be doing 2 colours, and I'm going to be changing colour every 2 rows, that way I can carry my yarn up the sides. So I've worked my final double crochet, and that is how you should be looking. So I'm going to chain 2 and turn my work, and then straight into this first chain 1 here you're going to put your first double crochet. Chain 1, work your next double crochet in that next chain 1 space, so you'll skip across the actual stitch and work into the chain space. Chain 1, skip the stitch and work into the chain 1 space. Chain 1, skip the stitch, work in the chain 1 space. And you'll do that all the way along until you get towards the end of the row. I'm getting towards the end now, so I'm going to do a chain 1 and then into, so you've got that last proper double crochet and then you've got those chains that we skipped at the beginning of the first round. So into that space, you're not going to work into any of the chains, you're just going to go straight into the space after the stitch. And I'm going to yarn over and pull up. I'm going to stop there because I'm going to be changing colour. As I say, I want to carry my yarn up the sides of my project. But if you're just carrying on, you'll finish that stitch as normal and chain 2 and turn. But I'm just going to grab that white yarn, pull it through those last stitches, chain 2 and turn. and then straight into that first chain 1 space. I'm going to put my first double crochet, chain 1, skip the stitch and your next double crochet in the next chain 1 space, chain 1, skip the stitch, and you'll repeat that all the way along again. So again, I've done my last chain 1, and then I'm going to skip the last stitch and I'm going to work into the space in between the last stitch and the space that chain 2 creates, and do my last double crochet, chain 2, turn, and then I'm ready to work back along again. And when I get to the end of this row, I'll pick up my red again. So into that first chain 1 space, complete your moss stitch row. So I'm just going to show you very quickly how to pick up your yarn again. So I've done my chain 1, and then again I'm going to skip that last stitch and into that chain 2 space. I'm going to insert my hook, yarn over and pull up, and then I'm going to grab my red again and pull that through. Just pull on the white to tighten up, and then you're ready again to chain 2, turn, and you can continue up. Because I'm carrying it up the sides because I'm going to be adding some fringe, so I'll be able to cover up, but you don't have to carry your yarn if you don't want to, it's a personal preference. So let me just bring this one back. So I carried on here for a total of 18 rows. So I finished again obviously with the red because that was where my 18 rows took me to, and then I just finished off with a little bit of fringe, but that is completely up to you. You could even add pom-poms or whatever you liked, but I will leave a link in the description box to the fringe tutorial because it's obviously really simple. I kept mine quite short, but you can have them any length that you like. So yeah, you will carry on for a total of 18 rows, and that is what your little mug rug should look like at the end of your project. So I really hope that you have enjoyed this one, and I will see you for another tutorial really soon. Thanks as always for watching. Bye for now.